What's up, dudes? Chooch. We are about to go full send. We're about to do a hill bomb, and a big hill bomb. We're up here at the top of Flagstaff Mountain on the Begode Ex.N. This is absolutely gnarly right here, guys. This was just so fast and so much fun and such tight hairpin turns. I'm at the peak of Flagstaff Mountain. It's about 11% grade, 5 miles from where I was just at to the bottom. It's about 2,200 feet, and we're gonna go as fast as we can down this. And it is hairpin switchbacks, tight turns the whole way down, and there's a little bit of salt still on the road, so I gotta be careful about it. I've gotten really comfortable on this new Begode Ex.N right here. Again, I appreciate the guys at ERides for sending this over. If y'all want to check out some rad scooters, some sick unicycles, they're going to have this one coming soon. They don't have it there yet, but they will soon. But anyways, I'm loving this, and the reason I'm doing so much road riding is because I'm going to be doing a road race soon. So you see, I'm getting a little bit of wobbles, but I'm maintaining them. I'm not getting afraid of them, guys. I'm maintaining the wobbles. And after this ride, one thing that I can tell you that's going to really keep you from getting wobbles, guys, and that I notice more than ever, and it's just after doing this ride specifically right here. This is sort of a hill bomb scenario. And if you want to make sure that your speed wobbles completely go away once you get them, lean forward, guys. Lean forward as much as possible and unweight. I know I've said that before, but after this ride right here, guys, I noticed that my lower back was really in pain, just because in pain for about 10 minutes, just because I was using the muscles in my lower back extremely, like more than I ever have before. And it's just because you're on this descent right here. You want to have your weight forward so you're not going to get wobbles at all. And having those muscles tensed up in your lower back right there is everything. You know, the only muscles that I had tensed up on my body were right in my lower back, and everything else was completely loose. And that's pretty much how I was maintaining to get down this right here. And if there was a way that I could loosen up those muscles in my lower back, then I probably wouldn't have any wobbles at all. But that was pretty much the only thing that's keeping me on the deadgum thing, is those muscles in my lower back. It's a little bit different when you're doing a hill descent. It's not quite as much core muscles. It's using those back muscles. So pretty gnarly. But this, man, is so much fun. All these little offshoots right here, these are where people can actually go bouldering and whatnot. We're in Boulder, Colorado, and you can literally go bouldering on those little rocks and little features and stuff up there if you bring your mat and all that. Really cool spot. Check it out right here. Once we round this corner, you'll see all the people out there that are these folks that are pulled over on the side over here. They're actually doing a little bit of rock climbing and stuff all over there, and there's some actually really good spots to do it. So if you're wondering where the big chicken tail went, the CRF 50 fender that I put on the back, that actually broke off. So I was doing some trail riding, and it actually snapped off. And so this new thing that I have on here now is a silicone bread loaf pan. And man, I've literally thought about it for a long time. It sounds crazy, but I thought about it for a long time, and I just was like, all right, there has to be something that would be perfect. And I was like, all right, well, something silicone, so whenever you crash, it'll just, it'll flex back. And something silicone like that will maintain its shape whenever it's not being pushed up against something. And then you can put it in your car, you can, let it fall over, whatever it may be, and it's not going to damage your fender on the back. It's not going to snap off or anything. So I'm going to have it, it's in my Amazon store below, guys. So everything that I've found that I like with electric unicycles, gear-wise, everything, check out my Amazon store, and anything you get from that actually gives me a decent chunk of a kickback. It's a great way to help the channel if you already have unicycles and stuff. This descent right here, guys, is just, it's awesome. It is so much fun. And if you can find a mountain pass, or if you can find any type of canyon or anything like this to go ride one of these down, it's sketchy the first time. Take it easy, build your way up to it. But this is also showing you guys, what this thing can take. We're hitting high speeds. This right here in particular, this section right here is extremely steep going down. This is probably about a 15%, even maybe steeper than that grade going down right here, guys. And I really was. So I was maintaining a pretty decent speed going down this thing. and y'all gotta see the video going up it. I think I went up the hill faster than I went down it. So I mean, it was phenomenal. So this Begode Ex.N, I know you can't really find them anywhere right now, but Veteran Sherman should be coming in soon, man. That I've been waiting on that thing forever, but I should have the Veteran Sherman soon, and I'm gonna be able to bring y'all a comparison video of the two, of their, you know, their acceleration, their torque, you know, the benefits of the roll cage, the weight of it, you know, what I like, what I don't like, the way it feels. I've never rode a Veteran Sherman yet, so I really don't know how it's gonna feel. And I've been, you know, I've put pretty much 95% of my miles of electric unicycles on Gotways, I would say. Probably, maybe about 90% of my miles on Gotways specifically. Begode's, Gotways, whatever you want to call it. But once you get used to these wheels, you really, it's hard to hop on something else. You know, it's hard to get on like a King Song, or hard to get on like an InMotion or something like that. You can get used to it, of course, you can. You know, give me a few days, I'll get used to really anything. But I really, really like the way this thing is moving and grooving. So, but like I said, I haven't tried the Veteran Sherman, so it might be just as good. We'll have to see. The thing I want y'all to check out, I want you to look at how loose I am when I'm riding. I don't have my legs locked out. I'm not being like a zombie riding. I know it hadn't been talked about much lately, but whenever this hobby first got off the ground, people explained it quite well. You don't want a zombie ride, guys. You want to do anything but zombie ride. I don't care if you gotta dance while you're riding, if you gotta, you know, lean down, you gotta sit, you gotta do whatever. But even sitting, I really don't recommend riding electric unicycle sitting, especially on the roadways, guys. If you're gonna ride an electric unicycle seated, I would say do it on like a bike path that's kind of closed off, where there's not even offshoots to where other bikers could get on that bike path for a while, because people really cannot see you. If you're sitting down on this thing, man, you're low to the ground and you are real small. So you really can expect it. But one of the big advantages to this, it being seen, is being able to stand up on it. So if you're road riding, guys, really don't be the idiot that's sitting down that goes across an intersection. Like, I don't know, that's not too bright. Back to what I was saying about not zombie riding. You want your knees bent the whole time, guys. And that's one thing that you saw is I tried those suspension wheels out. I loved them, but it wasn't necessarily something I had to have. You know, it was great and everything like that, but for the most part, and I might be hating this, you know, when my knees are worn out in a few years and I gotta get a total knee replacement in both knees. But if I really feel like once you get the whole flow down and get comfortable with bending your knees and everything like that, I feel like a non-suspension unicycle is perfect. You know, it doesn't affect too much negatively, and I really like it because I like the predictability of a non-suspension electric unicycle. So by predictability, what I mean is you really figure out how it's going to behave whenever you're hitting little bumps and potholes and everything like that. One thing I've even learned on this wheel is actually how it's going to brake. And since it's such a heavy wheel, guys, this thing will literally, if I go into a hard braking scenario and it's like unlevel ground, it will literally, I can get the tire to skid a good bit, you know. And I've been riding around. I know you saw that in another video where I hit the speed bump and then it literally went skirt, and it put on the brakes hard. But that's happened a few times, but I've been able to predict it. But I feel like if I added another unpredictability factor of suspension being there, then there's a lot of times where I might run into problems of the suspension doing something that I can't really predict, you know. And for different bumps and different lips and different stuff like that, the suspension is adding a whole different realm of what you got to be thinking about, you know. But that's just my take on it, you know. So I might be completely wrong, but that's just what I feel like. That shot right there, that little clip was so cool. I love rolling next to the Scion and then dipped in behind him, or rolling down Broadway right here. And I love the hollow motor, man. The hollow motor, it just feels really stable at high speeds. Something about it just feels super stable at high speeds, more so than any other wheel. And it's cooking, dude. I love it. It's great. We're cruising down Broadway just like 45 miles an hour, just getting it, dude. Fully stable. And I seriously feel more comfortable and more stable, and like I can get around this better than any moped, than any skateboard, than any scooter, than anything. There's literally no other way that I would like move around the world than this. You know, this is, I mean, this takes the dadgum cake, dude. This is literally a superpower. You plug in next to the door and you get it and go. So Red Bull saw the video the other day of the build and saw the stickers on the side of the unicycle. They gave me a full sponsorship, sent me all these patches, a mini fridge, whole 9 yards, everything. It's sweet. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But reason I got the Red Bull patches on here is you got to see the vision. You got to manifest the destiny, and you just got to see it through before it even happens. So these lazy rolling jackets right here, guys, are specifically from ERides. So you got to go to ERides UK, and these are the ones that are made for electric unicycling. So go down below, click on the link tree or the link below, and go to ERides. You can't get these jackets that are made for the electric unicycles from lazy rolling. So these are specifically a limited run where you have the pink, you got the blue, the yellow, and the Arctic white. Those are over at ERides. So a lot of people are wondering, you know, where can you find the jackets? And they're over there. You know, you can't get these jackets with the chest protection. These have the level 2 chest protection in it, so for forward impacting. And these are available over at ERides, like I said. If you're wondering where to get these unicycles from, I work with the best 3 companies in the world when it comes to them. Down below, they're all 3 affiliate links to eWheels, ERides, and RevRides. Go on there, pick out whatever unicycle you want from whatever place it may be. The discount codes are provided below, and there's also a link tree down there as well. And I spent some time organizing that whole thing and making sure that everything's easily accessible, that all the links work. Make sure you use those links though, because that's what helps me keep making these videos, and that's what helps me, you know, keep making content, guys. And also, all the gear and every individual item I like for riding electric unicycles is in my Amazon store. Click that, that's in the link tree.